Should I say reason for delay? Technical issues?
They're on time. Say 5 minutes.
Pretty
Say it's Chinese New Year, everyone's a bit sleepy in the morning. We're underway on time. As far as we're we've lost no overs, nothing wrong.
Softball court in.
No, it's not
Other Argo Road in. Opening,
Argo.
yeah. Good. Okay. Camera 2 is
Oh, switch on and off.
on off.
Camera 2 is down. Back on.
Camera 2. Camera 3. Camera 3 down.
Let's come back up.
Camera 2 is down as well.
It's frozen, yeah. We'll reset it. We'll do it. Just work with 1 and 4.
Again side पे ना?
Argo side. Shall we can't open the bowling? Don't worry about the cameras, just get the bowling.
I'll go check that.
Shall we Khan? You're live.
Oh, we're live?
All good.
Welcome to live action. Another day of cricket here at Gencor CHK Men's One Day Premier League. Here's Shahryar Khan. Oh, that was uppish. Look at that in-between length. Should I go forward? Should I stay back? At the end of the day, the opener on strike right now did neither. Two openers right now, Ahmed Khan and Rawaid at the Sham. If you're just joining us, the news from the middle is USRC won the toss and decided to bowl first. PACC, of course, they've won 1 out of their first 2 games. Big loss to HKCC on the opening day of action. Last week they hit back in style, winning a thriller against KCC. Once again, good channels left alone and wisely so. Skipper Akbar Khan has decided to start with 2 slips in position. And of course, this is the first power play, so we have mid-on and mid-off both up in the circle. Mid-off, of course, is the captain himself. I'll tell you one thing, I don't think I've ever commentated on a game where Akbar Khan has missed out with the ball. And he's in pretty close as well. He's not on the heels of the circle. It's not exactly a play and a miss. He bailed out of the shot last minute. Tell you what though, good start from Shahryar Khan. All 3 balls in a very similar area. You can hear him getting good encouragement as well from that slip cordon and the rest of these fielders. USRC, of course, lost on the opening day. So they're going to want to make amends. They've got a strong bowling lineup, make no mistake about that. Once again, that channel, slightly wide actually. 2 slips, a gully, third man, point. Big news for USRC in this tournament as well is that Mohammad Ghazanfar, the leg spinner, he's back in the team, punched off the back foot. In fact, that's beaten the infield. There's work to do for cover. Yeah, it does well. Keeps it down to 2. Like I said, the big news is the return of Mohammad Ghazanfar. He was out injured, of course, in the closing stages of the Men's T20 Premier League. So it's nice to see him back, the Hong Kong international. He was so impressive at the Asia Cup qualifiers and the main Asia Cup tournament as well. Ali Muhammad, he's going to give us a wave in a bit. He's got a new hairstyle as well. Fantastic. Whipping out the peroxide. Last ball of the over. Ooh, pitched up for a change. Yeah, you can see those oohs and ahs. That's a good change up from the bowler there. And after the first over, it's 2 for no loss.
Let's get this one over. We'll see. Give us a moment. Let's see who's going to bowl it. Yeah, this set power's plugged in. Let's get this monitor running. I think the power's not plugged in. The power's plugged in.
Mic's still on, right?
Yeah. Bowl the 2. monitor as well.
Oh, perfect. And to continue from the other end, it's Mr. Akbar Khan himself, Captain Fantastic. Tell you what, he's not the quickest of operators, Akbar Khan, but he's very, very accurate. He's so good with those changes of pace as well. Full length delivery, almost a Yorker in fact. Nudged into the leg side for a single. So that's Rowe there, the Sham off the mark now. Got a bit of a delayed start here. Delayed by 5 minutes. Tell you what, it's the year of the rabbit. Very sluggish here all around Hong Kong. Early start as well. 9 a.m. start. See that first slip as well, standing nice and close. And the keeper today for USRC, wearing jersey number 4, is Umar Muhammad. And without a doubt, Umar Muhammad, he's going to have a role to play with a bat as well. (6-3) offside field right now for Akbar. So the plan is simple. Don't bowl too straight. Don't bowl on the legs. That's exactly what he's done. And he's paid the price as well. Whipped off the legs, down to deep fine leg. First boundary of the day for PACC. As you can see on that replay, we were just talking about that. You cannot afford to bowl too straight. That's what he did. Easy pickings for Hamid Khan. Bit of a commentator's curse, I guess. We were just talking him up and praising his accuracy. That man at slip, it's none other than Imran Arif, a coach for USRC as well. We saw him during the Women's Premier League. In fact, that's a big appeal. Yes, Tabarakdar says it's come off the bat. First breakthrough for Akbar Khan. It's better channels, and he gets his reward as well. So an early wicket for USRC, and that decision to bowl first, at least for now, has been vindicated. Well taken by keeper Umar Muhammad, and an important first breakthrough as well. You want to get the likes of Yasim Murtaza and Zishan Ali as early as possible. I beg your pardon. Yeah, you can see I'm just getting a bit tongue-tied in the comm box. Early start, like I said. But of course, if you get Yasim and Zishan in early, facing that new ball in cloudy conditions, perhaps, that's the best time to dismiss them. And of course, for USRC, if you can pick up early wickets, your spinner, someone like Mohammad Ghazanfar, comes in a very good situation. Yeah, and you can see he's getting more aggressive now. He's got 2 slips in position. Imran Arif, Waqas Khan at first and second slip respectively. He's taking his time to set the field as well, Akbar Khan. He's coming around the wicket to the left-hander. Yasim on strike, first ball. Oh, once again, angle in, shape away. That's exactly where you want to be bowling. He erred a little bit too straight, a bit too leg side, and he was clipped away for a boundary, but since then, it's been a strong comeback from the USRC skipper. Tell you what, he's a strong contender for the national team as well. Left alone. How close was that to the off stump? Akbar Khan, hands on his head. You could see Yasser Murtaza as well. Looking to the heavens, he knew that was close. You can see him just surveying that leg side field. I don't think Akbar Khan is going to make it too easy for him. Pitched up this time, driven, well fielded off his own bowling. Yeah, I tell you what, if he didn't get a hand to that, it would have raced away to the boundary. End of an eventful over. 7 for 1. It's around 9:15 local time right now. That's 6:45 a.m. in India. I'm sure a lot of you're either watching on Fan Code, on the Cricket Hong Kong Facebook page, or on the CrickFit YouTube page. But I urge you to share this live stream with your friends and family, whether that's on social media or WhatsApp. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. I'm on YouTube. I'm going to press that share button. I see a couple of icons there. The WhatsApp icon. There you go. I'm going to click on that. And who am I going to share this with? Yep, family group chat. Perfect. Here's Shariar to continue. Once again, oohs and ahs. He knows he's close. He's hitting the right channels. You have to give credit where credit is due as well, USRC. I feel like they've only made one mistake so far. That was the leg stump half volley from Akbar Khan. Hit back off the very next delivery to send Hamid Khan packing. It's been a good start here for USRC. Like I said, that early wicket in the very first over. Yasser Murtaza walking in at number 3 today. And in their opening game of the season, we saw him inexplicably come in at number 5. It's a decision I totally disagreed with. And I like seeing him bat in that top 4. Oh, big shot attempted. Looked like he played inside the line of that one. Yeah, getting a bit frustrated there, Rowe there at the Sham. I tell you what, there's a short, straight boundary as well. Clears the infield. He's probably going to pick up 4, if not 6. Yeah, Coach Ilyas Gul, team manager, I beg your pardon, Ilyas Gul, and skipper Akbar Khan. Before we went live, I heard them having a discussion. Should we bowl first? Should we bat first? So far, it's been a good decision to bowl first. Tell you what, with both of these teams, what you're going to find is 2 very strong bowling lineups. In my humble opinion, bowling for both of these teams is the stronger of their 2 suits. But a team like USRC with the bat so reliant upon the likes of Akbar Khan and Waqas Khan. Ooh, tries to guide that away. Not enough room. Yeah, lucky he got the bat down in time, in fact. But like I said, Waqas Khan, Akbar Khan, they're going to be instrumental with the bat. And Zakir Hayat as well. Played a Saturday league game yesterday, scored 100 against a strong HKCC lineup. Ooh, nice and straight again. Oh, bit of aggression there. Yeah, look at that. I don't think there was too much wrong with that. It looked like the batter was out of his crease. So you're entitled to have a shy at the stumps. Nonetheless, another impressive over here for USRC. A maiden, the first maiden of the innings. It's 7 for 1 after 3. It's gone a bit quiet now in that Pakistan Association dugout. They've won one out of their first 2 games. And of course, it's HKCC on top of the table, winning both of their first opening 2 encounters. Pitched up again. A good sound off the bat, in fact. But straight to Ali Muhammad. The great thing about this game, this competition in fact, is the fact that it's live scored on ESPN Cricinfo. How good is that? You can watch it on FanCode, you can watch it on Facebook, you can watch it on YouTube. And quite often, in fact, the CHK production team, we have 2 games on simultaneously. Not so much today, of course, with the new year. The first day of the Year of the Rabbit. Fantastic stuff. Tell you what, any other profession, I would not want to work on the first day of the new year. Give me a solid dose of associate cricket. A little bit of Yasim Murtaza. Mate, I'm game. I'm here. Sign me up. Punched again. It's a good spell of play, in fact, for USRC. 11 consecutive dot balls for them. But look, that's the thing about 50-over cricket. You have a little more time to play yourself in as a batter. There's no need to panic. It's okay. If you get 5 off your first 20 balls, you can catch up. That's whipped away. First runs for Yasim Murtaza. He gets 1. That's all it's going to be. I think Yasim actually won't be too happy with that. A 6-3 offside field. And once again, Akbar Khan just bowling on the hips. Maybe a tad lucky to get away with that one. Being really harsh, I have to admit. Oh, look at that. Once again, another play and a miss. Not for the first time today either. And that second slip has moved into more of a third, wideish third slip. It's not quite a gully position. Oh, look at that. This time a change up. Some angle into the right-hander. Another inexpensive over ticks by. 8 for 1 after 4. It's a gloomy day right now, gloomy morning at the Tin Kwong Road Recreation Ground, but if the local weather forecast is to be believed, it's going to get a bit sunnier in the afternoon. Tell you what, Yasim Murtaza, so much experience playing in a full member country, so much experience playing in Pakistan. Get back to that in a bit. That's a big appeal. Is it too high? Maybe just pitching outside leg as well. Yeah, you can see Shahryar Khan not protesting that decision from the umpire. Umpire Sheldon, one of 2 standing umpires today. We've also got Tabarak Dar at square leg right now. Tabarak Dar, of course, probably the most celebrated umpire in Hong Kong. Does a lot of ICC and ACC qualification pathway events. Much like yours truly, in fact, Jay Dansinghani. If you like what you've heard, you can always follow me on Twitter at Jay Dansinghani. On the legs, good sound. Oh, a bit of a misfield there. Mid-wicket, you've got to do better than that. Yeah, it looked like he dived over that one. Might be Zakir Hayat out there. Yeah, there you go, Zakir Hayat. Maybe feeling a little bit sore after that big innings yesterday in the Saturday League. Tell you what though, Zakir Hayat, one hell of a talent. He's going to have a role to play with the bat, make no mistake about that. But for now, it's Akbar Khan, the skipper. He's taken the only wicket to fall so far. And he's standing in mid-on, yelling out some encouragement for Shahryar. Similar region. This time, Zakir Hayat makes no mistake, keeps it down to a single. Yeah, most of Yasim's runs today have come off the pads, off the legs. And like I said a few minutes earlier, someone like Yasim Murtaza, with all that experience of playing in Pakistan, he's played more 50-over cricket than a lot of people at the Gencor CHK Men's One-Day Premier League. I'd like to take this opportunity, of course, to thank our sponsors Gencor, who've been so supportive of cricket in Hong Kong for an extended period of time now. Without the sponsors like Gencor, it'd be hard to pull off a tournament like this. Two straight, whipped away. It's racing away to the boundary. Ali Muhammad, you may as well give up. Second boundary of the innings, first one for Rowaid at the Sham. Yeah, but you love to see it. Good balance at the crease as well from Rowaid. Quite often, many players, myself included in fact, when it's time to whip the ball away off my legs, I kind of just fall over a bit. He had a still head. That's what allowed him to clip it through the leg side. Watchful. And some of that sunshine we were talking about, just starting to peek through the clouds. I read an article, in fact, on a major cricketing website a few weeks ago, and it said that this whole thing about the ball swinging more in cloudy conditions, it's actually a total myth. There's no science to back it up. Too short, didn't get up too high. Ali Muhammad in hot pursuit once again. Yeah, I think he's done well. Keeps it down to 2. Ali Muhammad making a comeback after a brief injury. And a good over this for PACC. It's 17 for 1 after 5. Yeah, Akbar just taking his time to set his field. Third man back on the boundary. 2 slips. Ooh, that was really close to the outside edge. Could have been second wicket down. And not for the first time, Akbar Khan causing issues for Yasim Murtaza on that 4th stump channel. Tell you what, we've talked up Akbar Khan so many times in the last few months, but he had a fantastic T20 Premier League as well. Probably the standout player for USRC in that tournament. I believe USRC won 2 out of 4 games, in fact, at the T20 Premier League. Defeating HKCC as well, that's no mean feat. But HKCC, after a winless T20 campaign, they've bounced back in style in the one-day Premier League. They're undefeated in their first 2 games, taking a break this week, of course. They're looking like hot favorites, HKCC, to qualify for the final. Yeah, thickish inside edge, in fact. Mid-on has some work to do, runs back and keeps it down to 2. He's dealing in 1s and 2s right now, Yasser Murtaza. It seems like he's just waiting for that loose delivery as well. Two balls left in the 6th over. And the update from the middle, of course, is USRC. They won the toss, decided to bowl first. The wicket of Hamid Khan in the very 2nd over. Look at that. That's the 4th time that Yasser Murtaza has played and missed while facing up to Akbar. It's a fantastic contest, in fact. Akbar versus Yasser. It's no mean feat if you can trouble one of the best players in Hong Kong on a consistent basis. You're definitely a good bowler. Yeah, big grunt. That was an effort ball from Akbar. It's not the kind of bowler who bowls, in the mid-130s. Akbar Khan. Definitely a medium fast bowler, but he puts it in the right areas. Another over takes by. They're doing well, in fact, with the over rate here, USRC. And the opposition, Pakistan Association, are going at just a shade over 3 runs and over. Tell you what though, run rate, not a big concern at this stage for PACC. Still so many overs left to bat out. And it's been their longevity at the crease. That's been the issue so far for PACC in this season. They were bowled out, of course, in, I believe, 35 overs against HKCC in the second game as well. They won a thriller, make no mistake about that, but they lost 8 wickets in the process. So the equation is simple for PACC. They need partnerships. They need big scores as well. They need some sort of anchor to step up, get at least an 80, a 90, if not 100. Yeah, you can see Akbar as well having some words with Shahryar. It's a good player, Shahryar Khan. Seen him play at the All-Stars League as well. The All-Stars League is a step up from Premier Club Cricket. The All-Stars League, of course, is a 3-team competition, essentially a best versus best versus best tournament, where 35 to 40 of the best players in Hong Kong face off against each other. But even Premier Club Cricket, the Gencor CHK Men's One-Day Premier League, it's a very high standard of cricket. Only 5 teams. And out of those 5, only 2 can make it through to the final. Whipped away for the 2nd time in his innings. This one's also racing down to the boundary. Yeah, there you go. A 4 to that deep mid-wicket region. 2nd boundary for Rubaid at the Sham. He moves into double figures, in fact. 11 off 15 with the assistance of 2 boundaries. The USRC have been good, generally. They've usually bowled to their field. But every time they've strayed on the pads, PACC, their batters have been too good. I like to see this though, good contest here between bat and ball. I think the contest of the day so far has definitely been Akbar versus Yasser. Yeah, nice and straight. Good early call for a single. Yeah, you can see mid-on there, just on the heels of that circle. It allowed them to get through for a single. Two balls left in the 7th over. Both of these opening bowlers, they're doing a pretty decent job, I have to say. as of yet, I have noticed no demons in the pitch whatsoever. There's one occasion of maybe the ball keeping a tad low in Sheriar's previous over. He's not exactly the tallest bowler either, Mr. Sheriar. I hope you're not listening to that comment. Here he comes over the wicket. Pitched up, driven. Doesn't beat mid-off. Didn't get a good piece of timing on that either. You can see Yasir Murtaza maybe getting a bit itchy at the crease, just adjusting his gloves. Last ball of the over, driven. Oh, look at that, it's hit the non-striker. I don't think it was going to run away to the boundary, but it deprived him of at least a single. Nonetheless, 5 runs off the over, a good one for PACC, 24 for 1 after 7.
If there's water, can you fill this up? Thanks, man. I don't think there will be. Probably will get water.
Okay, yeah, check the fridge then. It's gone a bit quiet, I'm not sure why. If I was USRC, I'd be making a lot more noise. 24 for 1. It's a decent start for them. And you can see on screen as well, Tabarak Dar just counting the number of fielders outside the circle. We're still within the first power play, of course. This is a 50 over contest. So the first power play is 10 overs. That's lofted. That's high. How long? Ooh, not long enough. It plugs in the outfield. Yeah, Ali Muhammad in hot pursuit keeps it down to 2. I tell you what, I feel like they could have taken a 3rd run maybe. Signs of aggression though from Rowaid at the Sham. Saw that in the first game as well against HKCC. Didn't want to stay quiet. Wanted to go after the bowling. Sadly, in fact, for Rowaid at the Sham, couldn't quite kick on in that first game. See him looking leg side once again. It's a big leg side boundary, I tell you what. You're gonna need some serious power to clear the ropes. Goes through the infield and splits that gap between mid-off and extra cover. Yeah, it's racing down to the boundary. And mid-off unable to cut that off. It was a valiant attempt. 3rd boundary now for Rowaid at the Sham. He's looking really good at the crease. I tell you what, in situations like this, good batting conditions right now. No real demons in the pitch. You have to kick on. Watchfully played. No, coming back to that point, I was making good batting conditions. No real demons in this wicket. If I was PACC, at the very least, I'd be targeting something around 280, if not that magical 300 run mark. They're going at exactly 4 runs and over, and they're gradually stepping up that run rate. I like this from Rowaid. Seen a bit of aggression, of course, from Rowaid, but he's not getting carried away. And that's so important. In conditions like this, if you can get to, maybe the 20 over mark and you're 85 for 1, it gives you a very good platform to go berserk in those last 30 overs. Yeah, watchful again. Not trying to be too inventive here, Rowaid at the Sham. And I wonder if he's just sussed out the conditions here today. Absolutely no reason why you can't go at 9, 10 runs and over in the last 10 overs. if you have wickets in hand. Yeah, driven. Doesn't find the gap. Another good over for PACC. 6 runs off at this time. And that run rate keeps getting faster and faster. If you're a PACC fan, encouraging signs. Still early days, of course. And I wonder if we're going to see a change in bowling. Yeah, in fact, Ali Muhammad being introduced into the attack. You can see that peroxide dye we were talking about. That's a very stylish haircut, Mr. Ali Muhammad. He's got some wheels as well. Ali can definitely bowl in the mid 130s. We don't have speed guns on offer today, but I'm pretty sure in the past Ali Muhammad has gotten up to maybe 140 kilometers an hour. He's a good bowler, another national team prospect. He's trained a lot with the national team, in fact, last year. Tell you one thing about Ali Muhammad as well. No shortage of confidence, both as a player and as a person. It's very easy to talk to, very affable. Ooh, bit of an outside edge there. Goes to that gully fielder. Waqas Khan makes no mistake. Yeah, you can see him just shining that ball. Good areas though. Good first ball. Starting his spell. Exactly how you'd want to start a spell as well. Ooh, a bit straight. Deep fine leg is in position, so it's only going to be a single. Not sure if you heard me sneezing in the background, but we've got a high pollen count today in Hong Kong. It's just a little bit nasal right now in the comm box. That's uppish. Oh, lucky to get away with that one. Yeah, it's cut away just behind point for a fortuitous boundary. Rawed at the Sham not moving his feet. Just throwing his hands at the ball. We're going to take a look at that replay. You know it. Yeah, Ali Muhammad just bending his back on that occasion. And yeah, a bit uppish. Lucky to get away with that. I tell you what, if you ask Rawed at the Sham, he's going to tell you that was intentional. But at the end of the day, a boundary's a boundary. Still goes down in the scorebook. There's 4 more runs to Rawed at the Sham. Well timed again through the leg side. Should only be a single. Yeah, good work there. Looks like Shehryar does a good job there at mid-on. Shehryar, of course, 4 consecutive overs on the trot, opening the bowling. Wasn't able to get a breakthrough, but he did, of course, cause a couple of problems for the PACC batters. Yasir Murtaza, 7 off his first 20 deliveries. Still looking for his first boundary. Oh, that's a big appeal. I wonder, probably just a little bit too high there from Ali Muhammad. Nice and straight yet again. He's barely put a foot wrong in his first over. Could have easily had a wicket as well. Nonetheless, 6 runs off the over. They're going at exactly 4 runs per over right now. It's 36 for 1. It's going to be Akbar Khan to continue. Keepers up to the stumps as well, Umar Muhammad. I think it's a good move as well for Akbar to persist with himself. He's been the pick of the bowlers so far. 4 overs before this one, 1 for 14. And I loved how he came back against Hamid Khan. He was clipped away off the legs down to deep fine leg. The very next delivery in that corridor of uncertainty, got an outside edge. And at that stage you thought maybe if USRC can get a second or third wicket, they can put some real pressure on PACC. But credit to Rowaida at the Sham. He's been largely impressive at the crease. Yasir Murtaza as well. Bit of a slow start for him, I'm not going to lie. The important thing is he's still at the crease. It's getting just a little bit brighter here at the Tin Kwong Road Recreation Ground. 3 consecutive dot balls, in fact, to start off the last over of the first power play. And a reminder, the first power play, 10 overs long. And the second power play after that lasts for 30 overs. Then we have that final third power play. Oh, uppish yet again. Yeah, lucky to get away with that one. Once again in that same backward point region. Goes through for a single. I tell you what, Akbar Khan, maybe it's worth bringing in a short cover. You never know. He's so good at those change-ups as well, Akbar Khan. So good at changing up the pace on the delivery. Someone like Akbar Khan, quite often we actually see him bowling in the middle overs. And don't be surprised if you see an extended spell here from Akbar Khan, maybe 7 overs, 8 overs. He's caused a lot of issues for Yasir Murtaza as well. Driven, good fielding off his own bowling again. Not for the first time today either. I'll tell you, Akbar Khan, he's a 3-dimensional cricketer. His frontline batter usually bowls his full 10 overs in Premier Club cricket. He's also a gun fielder, Akbar Khan. Safe pair of hands. Oh, that's high. He's knocked out the distance on that. Gets enough distance to clear the infield, in fact. Yeah, another streaky single here for PACC. That could have gone anywhere. But luckily for Yasim, he lives to see another day. End of the first power play. It's 38 for 1. Another over for Ali Muhammad, driven down the ground, straight back to the bowler. Seems like Akbar Khan has resisted the temptation to spread the field. It looks like there's still only 2 fielders outside that 30-yard circle. I have absolutely no issues with this strategy from Akbar. I like to see him do this. But Yasim, will he look to take the aerial route? That stays low, in fact. And he's pulled that away. A short arm jab in front of square on the leg side. Picks up his first boundary. And Yasim moves into double figures as well. He's on to 13 now. Apologies, 12 of 26 deliveries. That's the thing about these batting conditions. As far as I'm concerned, from my vantage point, seems like good batting conditions here. So it's okay if you have a quiet 3 or 4 overs. You can ride out the storm and cash in later. As they say, make hay while the sun shines, and the sun has begun to shine here at the Tin Kwong Road Recreation Ground. I have to say, I'm not sure why I'm being so formal. Tin Kwong Road Recreation Ground. If you are a resident Hong Konger, you're more used to referring to this as Mission Road. It's a colloquial term, Mission Road. And Mission Road, of course, just down the road from King George V School. 4 deliveries left in the 11th over. Yeah, that's much better. This could have gone all the way, maybe. We're waiting for the signal from the umpire. Yeah, he raises those arms. 50 up in style for PACC, first maximum of the day. You know, we have to take a look at that replay. He's got a nice, strong, straight run-up, Ali Muhammad. I tell you what, too short. And he was onto that in a flash. Yasim Murtaza shaking off the cobwebs. Yasim Murtaza, and he looks well set. In fact, both batters at the crease right now looking really good. Oh, I beg your pardon, a bit premature from me. 50's not up yet. The 48 for 1, in fact. Oh, that's uppish. I think it's going to be safe. Maybe not. Ah, there you go. Did all the hard work. Zakir Hayat. Should have held on to that. I'm not sure if you picked that up on the mic. A big grunt of disapproval from Akbar Khan. He's not happy with that. And rightfully so at this level. Especially if you're pushing for inclusion in the national team. You have to take catches like that. Yeah, just not good enough. Should have been the second wicket down. Ali Muhammad. I don't think he's going to be too happy either. Tell you what, no shortage of action either today. PACC, for their part, should have crossed over for the second. Full toss. Full toss and put away. Good work from third man. And this time it is 50 up here for PACC. But not without some streaky moments. 51 for 1 in the 11th over. That run rate now getting closer and closer to 5 runs and over. If you're in the PACC dugout, that's exactly what you want to see. Like I said, playing one-day 50-over cricket. If you want to be a strong contender for that Gencor CHK Men's One-Day Premier League trophy, then you need batters to kick on, get those 80s, 90s, and 100s. Watchful yet again from Rawaid. In fact, that's the end of the over. Both these batters now into double figures. You can see a punch of the gloves there. Sure, no doubt the discussion is, guys, we're doing well. We're going strong. Let's just keep going. And PACC right now with a slight advantage in this contest. Still very early days, of course. But if you can go at around 5 runs and over for the first half of your innings, it set things up really, really well for that final push in the second half. And just as we predicted, it's going to be Akbar Khan to continue. And the keeper on this occasion choosing to drop back, standing up to the stumps in the last couple of overs for Akbar. That's on the legs. Work to do here for deep fine leg. Yeah, he doesn't bother moving for that. Another boundary for Yasser Murtaza, and once again, USRC's bowlers straying on the pans. As you can see on that replay as well, coming around the wicket. So Yasser Murtaza already had that angle to work with. The angle didn't help, neither did the length or the line. That was a poor delivery from Akbar. In the last 10 or 15 minutes, USRC, their bowlers and their fielders have just lost the plot a bit. Seen a drop catch, a misfield, some poor deliveries. There have also been a couple of chances created as well. Like I said, that drop catch, Zakir Hayat in the deep should have taken it. He did all the hard work, made so much ground. Just couldn't hold on. We saw Zakir Hayat actually going in for the dive on that occasion. I have a feeling the dive wasn't necessary.
Once.
55 for 3 right now after 11.3 overs. Akbar Khan into his 6th. Is he going to give himself another over? Yeah, driven. Finds that gap between cover and mid-off, but only picks up a single. You see Ilyas Gul just having an impassioned discussion with Nitesh Hemlani, our head of production. I believe the match referee for today as well. Wearer of many hats, including that iconic red Hong Kong national cap. That, of course, is just a replica of the Hong Kong kit. Nitesh Hemlani, of course, does not play for Hong Kong. And no offense, Nitesh, that's probably a good thing for Hong Kong cricket. I have a feeling he's listening to this as well, Nitesh. Tell you what though, Nitesh Hemlani gets a bit cheeky with those scoops over the keeper's head. Another over takes by here at the Tin Kwong Road Recreation Ground, PACC. They're on top. 56 for 1 after 12. We have a change in bowling. Another change in bowling, in fact. Ibrahim Amir into the attack for the first time today. I tell you what, it's my first chance to get a look at Ibrahim Amir. Let's see what he has to offer coming over the wicket to Yasser Murtaza. Oh, that's a gentle full toss. That was always going to be 4. Finds that gap between the bowler and mid-off. In fact, that's the first boundary we've seen down the ground at this end. And it's a short boundary as well. So as soon as you clear that infield, it's always going to be 4. Tell you what, that's an absolute pie to start off your spell. I apologize, Ibrahim Amir. I have to call a square square and a circle is circle. That was a poor delivery. Once again, Bit of width. This time it's cut off by backward point. Tell you what, it's a tough start for Ibrahim Amir. Like I said, it's my first chance to get a look at him. Bowling to Yasim Murtaza does not get much tougher than that. Had a fantastic year last year. Yasim Murtaza driven. Too much width. And that's going to be the second boundary of the over. Yasim Murtaza is far too good to miss out on that. A full toss followed by a wide half volley. You can see on this replay, one thing I really liked about this shot. Coming up in a second. Yeah, he got his foot to the pitch of the ball. Head in a still position. Didn't overhit the ball either, Yasim Murtaza. That's textbook stuff from the left-hander. And for the first time today, the run rate has exceeded 5 runs and over. Very concerning signs for USRC fans and Akbar Khan. Like I said at the start of the broadcast, absolutely no excuse for not posting a total in the region of 280. Friendly batting conditions here at the Tin Huang Road Recreation Ground. That decision to bowl first, of course, from USRC skipper Akbar Khan. It looked like it was paying off in the very second over. He got Hamid Khan to nick through to the keeper. But since then, it's been all PACC. Tucked away again, an easy single. The partnership now moves on to 58. That's a really good partnership for the second wicket. And both these batters, Rubaid Sham and Yasim Murtaza, at the very least, they'd be looking to reach that half-century mark. I'm not gonna lie, I'm starting to get a bit worried here in the commentary box. I've got 2.5 sips of coffee left. There's no... This is Starbucks 15 minutes away, in fact. If someone would be ever so kind as to make the trek down to Starbucks. Yeah, once... Okay, I'm gonna be honest, that was poor from mid-wicket, Waqas Khan. Should have got down, should have got that long barrier out. That's a needless single conceded by USRC. End of a good over, in fact, for PACC. 66 for 1 after 13. If you've been with us since the start of the broadcast, I'm sure you've noticed I've been just a little bit grumpy today. Very critical of any errors in the field. It's just one of those days, isn't it? That's what happens when I run out of coffee. Get a bit grumpy. First signs of spin. It's going to be Mohammad Ghazanfar into the attack. And I like this move as well. Mohammad Ghazanfar. His 10 overs could be crucial to what kind of total PACC post. Could be crucial to the final outcome as well, Mohammad Ghazanfar. He's taking his time to set his field. Tossed up right on the money straight away. Should have been playing forward to that one. Rubaid Sham goes back. Play and a miss. Yeah, just off your screen, Imran Arif. His hand is covering his mouth. There you go, number 10, Imran Arif. Works as a coach as well for USRC. Does a lot of work for girls and women's cricket. Oh, look at that. Changes it up. That one just coming on with the arm. He's so good, Mohammad Ghazanfar. international cricketer, and you can see why in those very first two deliveries. Tossed up, big appeal, and yes, it's given by Tabarak Dar. An outside edge, Rawed Ehtashami holds his ground. He's not too happy about that, but you have to accept the umpire's decision. That's a big wicket. A big wicket at a big juncture of the game as well. They needed that. A partnership of 59 has just been broken. Rawed Ehtashami looked good. He played well, but couldn't quite kick on to get that half century. 66 for 2 in the 14th over. We're going to get confirmation on who that number 4 batter is. It looks like Zishan Ali is still in the dugout. Number 6. Yeah, it's catch. Who's the batter now? The number 4 batter walking to the middle is Hassan Muhammad Khan. Tell you what, another interesting move from this PACC team management. And I don't mind this move either. I'm a big fan of Hassan Muhammad Khan. I think he's got to be batting higher up the order. I'm not sure I'd be putting him in at number 4. But I tell you what, I'd rather see Hassan Muhammad Khan walk in too early than walk in too late. And Hassan Muhammad Khan as well has played for the national team. Made his debut, in fact, I believe last year. Oh, that's a big appeal, but it's come off the bat. Yeah, there you go. Big appeal from everyone except the bowler. Last ball of what's been a very successful over. A wicket, no runs off it so far. Tossed up. Wicket maiden from Mohammad Ghazanfar. He's a gun player, plays for the national team, and he's made an immediate impact. The score remains 66 for 2. I tell you what, as a neutral fan, I could not be more pleased about that wicket. This game right now is smack bang 50-50. You cannot call a favorite right now. USRC started strong with that early wicket, then a big partnership of 59 for the second wicket before Mohammad Ghazanfar, the leg spinner who we talked up so much, lived up to the hype, struck off just his 3rd delivery. And that's why he plays for the national team, Mohammad Ghazanfar. It's not an easy route into being a regular first team pick either. Displaced the likes of Aftab Hussain, and even Dan Pascoe, the left arm spinner, has had to sit out in favor of Mohammad Ghazanfar. I tell you what, if you can get picked ahead of Aftab Hussain and Dan Pascoe, you're one heck of a bowler. So wide down the leg side, in fact. Look at that, USRC, first wide of the day. And like I've said on so many occasions, it's been a really good contest between bat and ball today. But PACC, the good thing for them is their run rate is still very strong. Just a shade under 5 runs and over. But with the fall of that second wicket, I wonder if we're going to see a change in approach here from Yasim Murtaza. Does he look to just bunker down, build a partnership with Hassan Muhammad Khan?
Where's my license? Where's my license?
That sun is getting stronger and stronger here at Mission Road. The one day I left my shades at home. This deep cover keeps it down to a single. It was an untidy first over from Ibrahim Amir. Bowled a full toss that was pumped down the ground before a wide half volley was flayed through the offside 2 boundaries in that first over from Ibrahim Amir. It's nice to see him getting a bit of encouragement from the skipper. Akbar Khan with a smile on his face as well. There you go, Nitesh Hemlani just whipping out a sandwich. Oh, looks like a bit of turmeric in that sandwich. Nah, there you go. An omelette. Brilliant. Oh, playing a miss. Yeah, he was on the walk there. Hassan off balance. Yeah, tell you what, could have easily been 3 wickets down. Haven't been keeping count, but that's probably the 8th or the 9th play and miss so far today. Yeah, big run from Ibrahim Amir. It's been a much better over. Still 2 deliveries left. He's going to want to close it out nicely, maybe with a wicket as well. Like I said, for Hassan Muhammad Khan, it's a big opportunity today walking in at number 4. I've never seen him bat this high in Premier League cricket or the All-Stars League as well. More often than not, he's come in at 7, 8, 9, even 10. Oh, it's outside edge. It's taken by first slip. So he's unable to trouble the scorers today. Hassan Muhammad Khan, we talked him up. Bit of a commentator's curse maybe. And now USRC, this game just shifting in their favor. Taken by first slip, Imran Arif making no mistake. He's been stationed there throughout the day. Gets his first chance at first slip. Makes no mistake whatsoever. And you know we have to take a look at this replay. Ibrahim Amir making amends for a loose first over. You have to give the bowler credit. Putting it into a good area, eliciting that outside edge, and picking up that 3rd wicket for his team. 68 for 3 now with 1 ball left in the 15th over. We're going to take a quick break for drinks. Don't go too far. We'll be back with you in around 2 minutes for the final 2/3 of this innings.
back after quick drinks. Fall of the wicket, prompting a quick drink straight there. Hassan Muhammad Khan nicking slip. It was Imran Arif who took the catch on that occasion. And Zishan Ali, new batter. Wicketkeeper batsman Zishan Ali, quality player in his own right. Played a lot of domestic cricket, first class cricket in Pakistan. Has of course already represented the Hong Kong national team. Along with Yasir Murtaza, similar background, similar story. Two of them stalwarts of the Pakistan Association Cricket Club in recent years. First ball, a bit of movement. Outside half of the bat towards point for no run. So Ibrahim Amir. I believe that's Ibrahim Amir. Right? Ibrahim Amir. Bowling well here, the young seamer. Coming up the ranks. I believe this might be his first full season of Premier League cricket. Got Gazamfar Muhammad now, the leg spinner. On to bowl from the softball end. Here's Gazamfar Muhammad. One ball now. Imran Arif at slip. Imran Arif feeling switch the camera plus. Here we go, Gazamfar in to Yasir Murtaza. Worked into the leg side by mid-wicket fields, Waqas Khan for no run. So USRC have started very strongly here. 68 for 3 in 15 overs. Gazamfar getting into his work here against the left-hander and Hong Kong teammate Yasir Murtaza. Another dot ball. Rolling well here at the moment. Very seasoned campaigner, formerly of the Asquilla Savant Club, moved over to USRC a couple of seasons ago. Has since been the spearhead of the spin attack. Here comes it again, slightly shorter but quicker. Yasir punches off the back foot. Get a single Chinese New Year here in Hong Kong, Kong Kei Fat Choi. Year of the Rabbit, first day of Chinese New Year, so all quiet in the neighborhood. Everything else around us is closed. We've still got cricket going on here. First broadcast of this new year. Jay Dansagan will be returning shortly. Meanwhile, Gazamfar getting ready to bowl to Zishan Ali for the first time in this game. The slip. Imran Arif has already taken a very good catch. He'll be in play almost immediately, right? You would think. The leg spin on the ball. Lovely ball and well played by Zishan Ali, squirting off the outside half, face of the bat for a run. Gazamfar again. Left alone, wants nothing to do with that one. This has been an excellent over here by Gazamfar. Very accurate, in control. Couple expensive overs from Ali Muhammad, but apart from that, the USRC bowling has been absolutely spot on. Shahryar Khan 4 with 16 with the maiden. Khan Akbar, the captain, leading from the front, 1 for 21 in his 6. So bird scatter. Gazamfar delivers the last ball of the second over. 1 wicket, and I think that's back to back. No, so he's gone 1 run this over. So 2 overs, 1 maiden, 1 run, 1 wicket. Great start by Gazamfar here. Excellent stuff here for USRC in the first hour of play. I pass you back to Jay Dansaghani.
Yeah, thanks Nitesh, giving me a chance to rest my vocal cords. It's not easy, of course, commentating 7 hours non-stop. It's part of the job. If you like what you've heard so far today, you can always follow Cricket Hong Kong on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. You can also catch me, Jay Dansaghani, on Twitter at Jay Dansaghani. In the last year or so, I've commentated on 72 international games, and I think around 60 games in Hong Kong. Oh, there you go, keeping low again. No slips in position, maybe for the first time today, in fact. That's an interesting move. Ibrahim Amir, mate, you've just taken your first wicket. I'd want a first slip in. Maybe come around the wicket, angle in. Some swing away from the left-hander, get that fourth wicket. Nonetheless, he's bowling to Yasim. Driven down the ground. Ali Muhammad makes no mistake. But of course, if my voice sounds familiar, it's because I have been a, well, regular presence in this CHK commentary box. I couldn't have done it alone. Great work from this production team yet again. On the first day of the Year of the Rabbit. Look at that. New year, same consistency from this CHK production unit. Nitesh Hemlani quite often. He's got to manage 2 simultaneous broadcasts. The great thing about this tournament, of course, it's live scored on Cricinfo, but you can also watch it on Facebook and on that YouTube channel for CricFit. That's pulled away square on the leg side. Yeah, he does well there, deep mid-wicket. Yeah, he gets a round of applause as well from his outfielders. You see USRC now being more and more vocal, and you can understand why. They've taken 2 wickets in quick succession. The wicket of the dangerous Hassan Muhammad Khan, who can hurt you in the closing stages of an innings. Walked in at number 4 today, of course, but that promotion didn't work, not today. And before that, of course, the well-set Rowaid Ehtesham was caught behind off the bowling of Mohammad Ghazanfar. That goes all the way for 6. Second maximum of the day. Zishan Ali targeting Ibrahim Amir and targeting that short boundary as well. It's gone into the bushes. Hamid Khan has been nice enough to go and fetch it from the bushes. Tell you what though, no shortage of action. That run rate has hovered close to that 5 runs and over mark for the last 30 minutes or so. But USRC, they keep finding wickets as well. Said it before and I've said it again, there's absolutely no excuse to not reach a total in the region of 280, 300 batting first today. 76 for 3. Make that 77 for 3. That goes down to deep fine leg. 17 overs gone. But Pakistan Association, they need a partnership. Mohammad Ghazanfar, he's back, the leg spinner. Taken 3 wickets so far, USRC. Can he make it 4? Ooh, Zishan Ali, look at that. Being aggressive against USRC's trump card. See Yasim just coming down the track, having a few words with Zishan. Maybe he's just saying, mate, it's okay if we look to play out Ghazanfar. Yeah, watchful this time. Someone like Zishan Ali. He's a very proactive, aggressive batter. You saw that. His first boundary, in fact, carried all the way for 6. Dismissive shot over that long on boundary. A sweep shot this time, and he's beaten fine leg. Ali Muhammad with another chase, and he's not going to cut this off. So 6 and a boundary to kick off his innings for Zishan Ali. Moves into double figures now, 11 of just 9 deliveries. It's a crucial next 30 minutes as well in the context of this game and in the context of this competition. PACC, if they can win today, they're going to go 2-3. They're going to be up there, second in the points table behind HKCC if they win today. And a reminder, of course, this is a 5-team competition. Only 2 teams will go through to the final in mid-February. Two balls left in the over. He's just conceded his first boundary, Gazanfar. Oh, oohs and ahs. Another play and a miss. That's what's impressed me so much about Gazanfar today. It's been his control of length. And that's a big deal if you are a wrist spinner. Wrist spin, as they say, it's often known as the most difficult art in cricket. He's never missed his lengths. Not so far, at least. Ah, look at commentator's curse. Gazanfar, you're an international cricketer. You should not be overstepping. You can see that helicopter signal as well from Tabarak Dar. This could be dangerous for USRC. Zishan Ali, you know he's going to go after this.